Go right ahead if you got anything else.
Governor, there are reports that you're being vetted as a possible vice presidential running mate with Kamala Harris. Have you been contacted, and are you interested?
Well, what I'll say is I talked to the vice president Sunday afternoon early. Obviously, at that point in time, grateful for President Biden's service and think he made a selfless decision to move on to the vice president. She made it clear that she was going to earn the support of folks. She was going to continue to run and continue an agenda that helps the middle class. And I said I'll be there to do whatever I can to help. And that's where we're at this point.
Did she talk at all about the vice presidential post, and would you be interested?
I'm not going to talk about the specifics that we're in on that, and at this point in time, we're just going to leave it at that. So, no, I'm not going to say anything further at this time. I think I'm focusing on the job here. We're doing this. I'm going to go out to Cargill after this, so we see food production on a bigger scale. Going over to the 3M Open, I'm going to go wear my Joe Mauer shirt, which I'm very excited about, from Senator Rest, who was at Cooperstown, by the way, for Joe's speech. But at this time, we're just not going to say any more, focusing on what we have to do. Yeah, go ahead.
You are on the list, the short list for this for people.
That I don't know. I've seen it out there, and it's a little weird, but they had to put out there wherever they're going to put.
Governor, what's your role as the co-chair of the Rules?
Yeah, this is a question that is fascinating to everybody. Look, and fascinating to me, we found out. Months ago, I was asked if I would be the co-chair of the Rules Committee at the DNC. I said, what's that mean? Oh, it's ceremonial. Don't worry about it. It'll be no problem. Well, what it is myself and Bishop Daughtry from Houston, along with about 170 other members who are selected, write the Rules Committee for how a convention will work. The thing that got out there is that there's somehow a different system here. We're using the same one we always have. And what will happen is we'll meet this afternoon. Tomorrow we'll have an official meeting to put the rules forward. There will then be a 3-day period where anybody who wants to run to be the nominee can do so. There's about 4,000 delegates. You need to get 1,976 or whatever to get the nomination. Anybody who wants to put their name in, if you can get 300 delegates to sign on, you can get on and we'll vote for you, and we will select a candidate after that. The rules then go into how do we set our party platform, how is the convention in person in Chicago going to be run, but this is the same process that it's always been. Post-COVID, we just vote virtually, and that's what will happen sometime after August 1st and before August 7th.
So, Governor, do you anticipate that at the DNC it will be a formality to nominate the person? It will not be an open convention?
Yeah, we have the open convention is right now. If you want to get in, anybody, if they want to get in, they can get in right now. After tomorrow, they'll have 3 days to submit their 300 delegates and get in. That's the way it's always been. And then we will vote accordingly. That's the way it's really always been at the convention. I guess there's been 68 or whatever it might be, a little bit of chaos. That won't happen this time, and the reason it won't happen is that we've got a great candidate. We've got one that folks lined up behind Kamala Harris, that they're making the case that this administration is moving us forward and they want to continue on. So Chicago will be other business.
But the winner of that roll call will essentially be
yes.
the nominee
who will accept.
Nominated at the DNC.
Yes, and that's the way it was done last time too.
Do you anticipate, as happened at the Republican convention, that the vice presidential nominee was announced right at the beginning of the convention, kind of stirring up excitement? Do you think this vice president pick will be named?
That I don't know. I don't have an insight. The DNC Rules Committee doesn't pick the vice president. We set the system to pick the nominee, and it's up to the nominee when they decide to pick their running mate.
And they can pick him anytime, even up to.
Yeah.
You were with Vice President Harris in March at an abortion clinic.
Yes.
In St. Paul, and I just want to hear your reflections on her during that appearance and that story.
Yeah, I think it speaks volumes. Look, we've already seen this, that the attacks, there's nothing coming out about what the plan is on the other side. The attacks are we have a woman running as the nominee, a woman of color no less, a black woman running for president. That seems to be what the problem is. What I'm focusing on is we have someone who had the courage to stand in a reproductive health clinic for the first time in American history and to say we're going to protect reproductive rights. And when I was with her, just the energy around this, the ability to talk about it. But of that visit, the thing that I just loved the most, and I think it speaks volumes to who she was, they do these stops, these off-the-record stops. The reporters are familiar with this. They'll go into a coffee shop or whatever and say hi or have an ice cream cone or whatever. We suggested, why don't you stop at Central High School and talk to the softball team? And they did it, which is a little risky, I guess, because it wasn't planned or whatever. What I saw there is to watch the word filter down when the young women who were practicing softball all of a sudden said, oh my God, it's the vice president.